Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or hi if you're new, and welcome to a charity shop book haul. I have got a lot of books in front of me. I'm very excited that I found over the last week, and I can't wait to show you, so I'm just going to jump straight in. The first book I paid £2 for, but it's been on my TBR for ages, and this is Untamed by Glennon Doyle. Now I believe this is kind of like a self-helpy one, but it's more written as a memoir. So for many years, New York Times bestselling author Glennon Doyle denied her discontent. Then one day at a conference, she glanced up at a woman and 3 words flooded her mind: there she is. At first, Glennon assumed these words came from on high, but then soon realised they had come from within. This was the voice she had buried beneath decades of numbing addictions and social conditioning. Glennon decided to let go of the world's expectations of her and reclaim her true, untamed self. It is an intimate memoir and galvanising wake-up call about what is possible when we step out of our cages and say, here I am. So that sounds to me really good. In case you're wondering, I have a little fluffy someone here who is demanding my attention while I'm speaking to you. Right, the next book I got, again, I paid £2 for this, but I really wanted this edition, and this is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, because I love the cover. And I've wanted to read this book for so long. I wanted to get into reading classics, and I found a few that I've started quite heavy, but I read The Parasites by Daphne du Maurier, and I quite enjoyed that. So I've heard so much about Rebecca, I thought we'll give this one a go. So working as a paid companion to a bitter elderly lady, the timid heroine of Rebecca learns her place. Life is bleak until on a trip to the south of France, she falls in love with Maxime de Winter, a handsome widower whose proposal takes her by surprise. She's whisked from Monte Carlo to Mandalay to his isolated Cornish estate. The friendless young bride begins to realise that she barely knows her husband, and every room seems to be a phantom of a previous partner. So I am quite looking forward to giving this a go. Next one I got, it was 75p. But it's an old school Goosebumps book. It's Say Cheese and Die, and I did say to myself, if I see any of these old Goosebumps books, I'm going to pick them up. I'm sure I've got mine somewhere in a storage unit or something, but I just like reading these every now and then. Next one, I got a little Jacqueline Wilson book that I don't have at the moment. It's The Worry website. I don't think I've read this one before. Is anything bothering you? Problems in class or at home? Don't know where to turn for help? Log on to the Worry website, type in your worry and wait for the good advice to flow in. So I'm intrigued. I want to catch up on some of the Jacqueline Wilson books that I had missed before. Yeah, hi, I love you too, okay? He is just too cute and soppy because I'm in at work today. He's just getting a little bit kissy cuddly now. Anyway, next one I got is the Stormkeepers Island. Now this was £1. It is in perfect condition. It's not been read, but that was a cover buy. Once in a generation, Arranmore Island chooses a new Stormkeeper to wield its power and keep its magic safe from enemies. The time has come for Fion's grandfather, a secretive and eccentric old man, to step down. Soon a new keeper will rise. But deep underground, someone has been waiting for Fion. As the battle to become the island's next champion rages, a more sinister magic is waking up, intent on rekindling an ancient war. Which I think sounds quite good. The next one I got was £1, and this is a brand new copy of Mortal Engines by Philip Reeve. I don't know anything about this either. In a dangerous future, huge motorised cities hunt, attack and fight each other for survival. As London pursues a small town, young apprentice Tom is flung out into the wastelands where a terrifying cyborg begins to hunt him down. And it's the first book in the award-winning Mortal Engines quartet, so a good one for me to start with and see if that's a series that I want to continue. Right, the next lot I got from a different charity shop. This one was 50p and it was a cover buy because I think that looks absolutely stunning. It's Gillespie and I by Jane Harris. It says, in 1933 London, Harriet Baxter decides to put straight once and for all the truth about her life and the fate of an artist called Ned Gillespie. Decades earlier, Harriet arrives in Glasgow in time for the International Exhibition. A young art lover of independent means, Harriet becomes friend and champion to the up-and-coming painter Ned Gillespie. She is embraced by his extended, somewhat troubled family and soon becomes a fixture in their lives. But when tragedy strikes the Gillespies, Harriet's connection with them disintegrates into mystery, deception, and potentially life-changing accusations. Which sounds intriguing. So if you've read this, let me know what you thought. The next one I got was an author buy. This was 50p, and it's Elizabeth Gilbert's City of Girls. I absolutely love Eat, Pray, Love. So when I saw an Elizabeth Gilbert book for 50p, I was picking it up. It says, New York, 1940, young, glamorous, and inseparable. Vivian and Celia are chasing trouble from one end of the city to the other, but there is risk in all this play. That's what makes it so fun and so dangerous. Sometimes the world may feel like it's ending, but for Vivian and Celia, life is just beginning. So it doesn't tell you an awful lot, but it sounds intriguing. Right, the next one I got, you know when you pick up a book and it just sounds so weird, you've got to go with it. You've got to pick it up. And this is Wetlands, okay, by Charlotte Roche. Right, on the back, it says it evokes the voice of J.D. Salinger's The Catcher in the Rye, the perversion of J.G. Ballard's Crash, and the feminist agenda of Germaine Greer's The Female Eunuch. Right, that was interesting enough, but let me read you the inside. Helen lies in the Department of Internal Medicine at Maria Hill Hospital. While she waits for her divorced parents to come and visit her, who she hopes will finally reconcile by the side of her hospital bed, she distracts herself with a breathless journey through every part of her body and mind, through the fluids, odours and discharges, rebelling against the hygiene hysteria of the modern world. She lets the orderly Robin take photos of the areas her curious gaze can't reach, and on the side, she tends to her collection of avocado stones, which also happen to provide her with invaluable sexual services. It's a disarmingly explicit and very funny story of a heroine, both pleasure-seeking and vulnerable, who voices what others do not even dare to think. How could I not pick that up? That sounds so interesting and unusual. I was like, you're picking it up. So 2 books to go. I got Dear Reader for £1.50. This is a beautiful copy. Again, I don't think this one's been read. And this is sort of a collection of kind of book-related memories, I believe, from the author. Sort of like different ways that books have changed her life. So she sort of grew up always reading, and books have kept her going through hard times. So it says it's a moving, funny and joyous exploration of how books can change the course of your life, packed with recommendations from one reader to another. So, I mean, look how stunning that cover looks. So yeah, had to pick that one up. Last book I got was a 2022 release. I did seriously, did I stop petting you for 3 seconds? So I paid £3 for this, and it is The School for Good Mothers by Jessamine Chan. And what I've found out about this book is basically you've got the mum who has left the child for a period of time, and yeah, I think she's only meant to go for an hour, but she was gone a bit longer. The state have taken the child away and said that she's not a fit mum, so she needs to be retrained. It says, soon mothers everywhere will be re-educated because bad mothers must learn to be good. So I don't know an awful lot about it, but it does sound quite intriguing, and I know this has been on a lot of people's anticipated reads for 2022, so I thought I'd give it a go. So that's my book haul. Let me know what you thought. Please feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and let me know any charity shop finds that you have found recently, if there's any of those books that you're going to add to your TBR, and I will catch up with you soon. Bye!